Hey guys, welcome to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel, I share everything personal finance, specifically sharing tips on how to save, how to invest, as well as how to budget. If these topics interest you, then please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into today's video. So, as you can see, I'm doing something different this way because I literally did not have time to film this video. I am filming it this morning on Thursday. 16th December 9:33. So I'm filming it this morning because I want to get this content out to you. And today's video, I am going to be giving you a mid-month budget update. So I'll go through my entire budget, walk you through how I have spent my money so far and how much monies I have received so far compared to what I said I was expecting. So let's get in today's video. So for the first section, which is the income, as you can see, this is always blocked out, but I always share with you the total income for which I expected to be 4,100 for the month of December, and so far on the 16th of December, I have made 6,137 and 51 pence, which is a difference of 2,037 pounds and 51 pence. So I'll skip over the total expenditures and move straight to the spending section. So first section is the savings and investments. So I do have my home maintenance fund. I was planning to put £500 and I have put £500. Plum, which is a savings app, I'll link the latest video I've done on the app above in the cards. I was planning to add 100, and so far in the month I've added £63 and 43 pence. Month ahead, I never complete this until the very end of the month when I will know how much money I'm taking into the new month. Then I started a challenge, a savings challenge at the beginning of the month. I'm calling it the 31-day savings challenge, which is slightly different to your usual savings challenge, because in this challenge I save £1 on Monday, £2 on Tuesday, and so on. So I'm expecting to save at least 124 or 128 before the end of the month. So because I did not actually plan to start this challenge at the beginning of the month, there is nothing planned, but at the moment I have saved £81. So in week 1 of December I added £25. In week 2 I added £28, and this week I have added another £28 to make it £81. Then I have been doing the 100-day savings challenge since the 23rd of September, and I never plan anything for it because it's all based on roundup. So far in the month of December, I have saved £12 43 pence. So in terms of the totals, I thought I was going to add £600, and I've so far added £656 and 90 pence, and we still have 15 days left in the month. So let's see how that goes. If we move to investment contributions, I do have my Vanguard ISA, so I plan to add £500 towards that ISA. I haven't done that yet. The pension one, £100, I should actually change because this just went through as I started filming the video. So I have sent £100 towards my pension. Then for my general investment account, I planned to add £100, and so far in the month of December, I have added £84 and 38 pence, and this covers the investing that I do in my Plum app. This also includes the investing that I do with crypto. So we'll see how I do before the end of the month. So total contributions I'm hoping to add towards my investment is £700. So far I have added £184 and 38 pence. Moving over to my fixed expenses. So for home expenses, I won't go through every single line item here, but I'll just say I was planning to spend £916 for my home expenses, and I have spent 912 and 17 pence. So I could easily just put the exact amounts for all of my bills, but I choose to budget more than what the amount is, so that when I have things like this, the difference, I could just throw it to one of my savings challenges. And this is why I always budget above than the exact amount, because also sometimes you never know if the bill changes by a pound or a pence or whatever. So this is why I always budget more. Then if we go to the insurances that I have, so I have buildings insurance, buildings and contents insurance, travel insurance, life insurance. So life insurance covers critical illness and critical illness and income protection. So for these ones, I always expect to spend £213, but the actual amount is 210 and 37 pence. If we move to recreation, so for me, recreation is things like Netflix, Spotify, and my internet, and I always expect to spend £68, but I spent £65 and 97 pence. Again, this is all around the principle of budgeting more than what I'm actually going to pay. For health and lifestyle, I have paused my Peloton, so there'll be no payment for it for the next 3 months. But for my gym membership, I always budget 40, and the payment is actually £36.99, which I have made. And then if we move over to personal spending, so my first cell phone, I have paid that £83. I always budget again over. My second cell phone, I haven't yet. Beauty, I budgeted £30 for this month, but I've actually gone over by £3.56. So I spent £33 and 56 pence. Shopping, again, I've gone over shopping. I budgeted 73. I actually spent £75 and 2 pence. I've gone over by £2 and 2 pence. And then for my personal growth, £60. I haven't yet spent that money. I spend the money for personal growth on my membership with the Financial Joy Academy or the Humble Penny here on YouTube. You should check them out. I'll leave their link in the description bar below. So I'm planning to spend £263 for personal spending, but so far I've spent 191 and 58 pence. So when I look at this, I already can see that I will not be over budget for the amount that I was budgeted for personal spending. So I've still got £71 and 42 pence to go, and I know that for the subscription with Financial Joy Academy, it won't cost that much. So I will still won't be over. Then for tithe and giving, I always do £400, and so far I've been able to tithe and give 250. And again, like I said, we still have 15 days left in the month, so I'm looking for charities that I can support in my area, especially around this time of the year. A lot of people are struggling. I'll be looking at food banks as well, see if I can contribute a little bit more than I normally do. So for my fixed expenses, I'm planning to spend 1,900. So far I've spent 1,667 and 8 pence. Then moving over to variable expenses. So for food, again, I won't go into what food entails. You can see this on the tracker, but my budget is always £200, and so far I have spent £164 and 75 pence. This one is actually worrying me because I have a feeling I may be blowing this budget for the first time in forever. I think for the first time since summer. So I only have £35 and 25 pence left. So fingers crossed I'm actually able to stay within budget, but we shall see. Miscellaneous spending, again, I won't go into each and every single one of these, but I budget £60 and I've spent £32 and 1 pence so far. Then for my transportation, this includes fuel, parking, tolls, and public transport. I budgeted £85. I have spent £59 and 31 pence so far. So I filled up my car full tank, which is actually really surprising because normally full tank costs me about £45, but this time it cost me a whole £54 and 91 pence. And then I had to park somewhere where the parking is quite expensive actually, so I paid £4.40. So for variable expenses, I'm planning to spend 345, and so far I have spent £256 and 7 pence. Then if we go over to the sinking funds, again, I won't go through every single one of my sinking funds, but what you will see is I've added my emergency fund in here, so my short-term savings. So this is for my everyday emergencies, and then I've got emergencies for my rental property. As you can see, I didn't budget anything because I've only added this after I released my December planning video, budget planning video. So this is why there is nothing budgeted here, but I have been able to add in £100 in each of these emergency funds. And you can see for my normal emergency fund, I should say. I started off with 7,900, and this is because I mentioned in my closeout video for November that I did have to take money out of my emergency fund. And actually, I'm not mad about it anymore, and I'm not rushing to get it back to 10K, but at the moment I do have 8,000 saved. The 17 pence is the little interest that my money is earning in the bank. This is why I'm not rushing to fill this back up. I know I should have money on hand, but I'm going to be focusing a lot more on sending money towards my investments. Then for home, we've got all the other bills that I'm hoping to pay off annually, like buildings and contents insurance. I added £50, so I have £75 in the sinking fund. Home emergency, I added 25. I now have 150 in this sinking fund. And then for my home maintenance, this is one that I spend from. So when I bought some Christmas decorations and what have you, I spent from this fund. So I added £34 and 39 pence. I spent £43 and 99 pence because I already had £9 and 60 pence in the pot. So there is nothing at the moment in this pot, but I'll start refunding it back in the new year. For the car, I actually wanted to fully fund out my tax. So my tax is coming up in May, so I need to pay for that. So I've fully funded that £100. My MOT, that I've also fully funded, even though I know I've still got time with that. I put £75. So I now have £100, which is great. Then for my annual check, so I do have that in May, and so far I have saved £75, and I think it's going to cost me around £200. This is what it normally costs me, but I may actually put a little bit more in the new year or cash flow the difference once I do have my annual car check. So, but we shall see. Gifts, I've not added anything. Well, I didn't budget to add anything for Christmas, but I ended up adding £21 and 21 pence, and this is because I blew my budget. I spent £156 and 21 pence because I wanted to gift something to someone. So this is why I spent more than what I had left in my bank, but I knew I could cash flow it. This is why I went ahead and did that. Birthday, I added £25, so I still have £25 in this fund. I initially started off with £27, but I spent the entire amount for one of my good friends' birthday. And then for other holidays, so this will be things like Easter, Valentine's, and what have you, I plan to put 50. I only managed to put 25, so I have £25 in that pot. My subscriptions, I was able to fully fund them last month, so there's no need to add anything. And then for travel, for staycation, I haven't added anything. Vacation, I did add £100, so now I have £300 saved for my vacations. And then for day trips, I wanted to add £50, but I added 25, so I have £25 in that sinking fund. So when it comes to totals for the sinking funds, I was planning to add 555. I've actually added 730 and 60 pence, and so far I've spent 239 and 20 pence, which I again is not a bad thing. I'm still happy about it. So if we go back up top to the totals, so for savings and investment, planning to add 1,300, and so far I have added 841 and 28 pence. Fixed expenses, planning to spend 1,900, have spent 1,667 and 8 pence. Variable expenses, planning to spend 345, and so far I have spent £256 and 7 pence. Then for my sinking funds, planning 555, and I spent 730 and 60 pence. And if you think about it realistically, savings accounts and investments and sinking funds, they are all a similar type of savings. So in actuality, I am adding at least 1,855 towards my my savings investments, which I'm absolutely happy about. So this is what I wanted to share with respect to my mid-month budget check-in. I'll be able to share all the numbers at the end of the month or in the new year, actually, if I was able to stick to my budget, if I blew my budget or what have you. So far, I still have 2,642 and 48 pence left to spend. So let's see how I get on with this and see if I will stick to my budget. I follow a zero-based budget, which means my income minus my expenses equals 0. So let's see if I'll be able to balance the books at the end of the month. So this is all I wanted to share. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.